Tiny Party. And remember when I forgot my book in Miss wait in Miss Blake is a Flake? Well, now I remember the title. It's called it's called Dream Machine. Look, there's a title, and it's by Martha Maker, illustrated by Cindy Yang. And I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay, look, here's a picture with a cover. And let me get started. And it has 10 chapters in it. At the end, it says how to make a balloon powered race car. I'll show you that, so don't worry. Chapter 1. What a dream! Roar! Bella Diaz stepped on the gas. The engine roared and the race car zoomed forward. Beaming happily, Bella adjusted the knob on the dashboard. She had designed and programmed the race car herself. Bella loved anything to do with computers, programming. Look, there's a picture of Bella racing. And coding and beyond. And she'd always dreamed of being able to program her very own race car. She gripped the steering wheel with her purple leather racing gloves as she sped down the racetrack and into a turn. Just then a light flashed red. Warning, warning! Oh no, she had taken the turn a little too fast. Bella spun the wheel, leaned hard, and thump! Look, there's a picture of she did a too fast turn. And there's a picture of Bella. So furious. And there's a red warning button. Bella opened her eyes. She was on the floor next to her bed, twisted up in her blankets. For a moment, she was completely confused. Then she realized what had happened. Phew, what a dream! So, well, that was a dream. It wasn't real. Phew, what a dream. Her heart was still racing, thinking about flying around the track and thinking about that amazing car. She untangled herself and stood up, glancing at her alarm clock. She saw that it was still early. Well, I might as well get up, thought Bella. I can grab a few minutes of sleep, but there's no way I'd have a dream that awesome again. Look, there's Bella. How she really looks like. She's on the floor with a blanket. Look. See? And here's a picture of her getting early. Chapter 2. Robots or Race Cars. That morning, Bella was the first to arrive in Miss Gibbon's classroom, still thinking about her dream. She pulled out a notebook. She began sketching a picture of a race car. She wanted to capture all the details before the dream faded. Cool car! Bella looked up. Her friend Emily Adams was leaning over the edge of her desk, trying to get a better look at Bella's drawing. Thanks, Bella replied. Last night I dreamed I was driving it. There's a picture of Emily Adams leaning over to look at Bella's artwork. I was driving it, but it was also sort but it was also sort of driving itself because I wrote the code so it would follow the race course. But I might have mislocated the turn in X because whoa, whoa, whoa! Emily held up her hand. Slow down, Bella. You're light years ahead of me when it comes to programming. Though, if you want some help with the engineering, I'm game. There are some pretty simple things you can do to make the car go faster, like tapering the back or adding a spoiler. Look, there's a picture of this car that they're planning to make. Bella grinned. When I do build my dream car, I'll definitely want you on the design team. What design team? Asked their friend Sam Sharma, who had just arrived. Sam loved to paint and draw. Clearly, the word design had gotten his attention. Here's a picture of him right there. Before Bella could explain, the bell rang. There was a sparkly purple blur in the classroom doorway as Maddie Wilson dashed in. She was wearing a sweet sequin dress that Bella was pretty sure had been pink the day before. Bella smiled. Leave it to Maddie to invent her outfit overnight. Maddie slid into her seat, turned to her three best friends, and whispered, "What did I miss?" "We'll tell you at lunch," answered Bella, Emily, and Sam at once. Over sandwiches, Bella showed Sam and Maddie her race car sketch. Here's a picture of Maddie. Over sandwiches, over sandwiches, Bella showed Sam and Maddie a race car sketch. "It's from my dream last night," she explained. "I was thinking it. Maybe you can spend for our next project." The four friends met regularly and to do crafts projects together, and they were always on the lookout for new ideas. Here's a picture of all of them eating lunch. Just then, two older girls walked by. They were carrying stacks of neon and green flyers, but it wasn't just the color that caught Bella's eye. It was the picture of a robot. If there was anything Bella loved more than the idea of programming a race car, it was robots. Bella watched the girls go from table to table, passing them out. She couldn't wait until the girls got to their table. But by the time the bell rang, no flyer, and the girls had already left the cafeteria. Look, there's a picture of the two girls, and there's a picture of the three boys that the girls are getting flyers to. And there's all the way back there's Bella looking up. Bella was disappointed. What was the robot flyer for, and why did the older girls skip their table? None of her friends just noticed. They were still discussing different types of cars they could build. On the way back to their classroom, a flash of neon green caught Bella's eye. A flyer! It was taped to the wall above a drinking fountain. Bella read it quickly. Distract wide. Okay, look, there's a poster. It says, Distract wide robot building contest. Mashing Creek Elementary School will be entering a team. All interested students should come to a meeting at lunch tomorrow. Interested? You bet I am, thought Bella. So look, there's Bella looking at the flyer. There's a picture of the flyer, and there's a water fountain in the flyer. There's a water fountain. And there's the flyer. Chapter 3. The Robotics Team. When the bell rang for lunch the next day, Bella told her friends to go ahead without her. She thought about inviting them to come to the meeting with her, but she decided to check it out herself. If it turned out to be awesome as she hoped, she could always recruit them later. Bella found a meeting room. In her anxious, in her enthusiasm, she threw the door open with a bang. All eyes turned toward her. There were about 10 kids there already, including the two girls who were handing out the flyers. One of them gave Bella a funny look. Are you lost? The girl asked in a tone that made Bella feel like she was about 5 years old. I, I don't think so, said Bella, now nervous. Is this a robotics club? Tall, skinny boy laughed. It's not a club, it's a team, he corrected her. Look at the picture. That looks like the girl who passed out the flyers. That's what I meant, stammered Billy. Stammered Bella. You can't join. You're too young, said the girl who had asked if Bella was lost. Yeah, no little kids allowed, added the tall boy. Oh, okay, said Bella, completely embarrassed. Look, there's a two of them making fun. Is that nice? Is that nice? She wants to join. They should let her. That's not nice. She turned around to leave, but then she stopped herself. She really wanted to know more about this robot ball building contest. Bella turned back around and took a deep breath. But the poster said, all interested students, she managed to say. Briss, Nomia, she has a point, said someone from the back of the room. Bella looked and saw that there was a teacher there. Look, there's a picture of the teacher. The rules state that the contest is recommended for students ages 10 to 12, but that's only a guideline, so it's not against the rules for younger students to participate. But Mrs. Jacobs, complained Nomi. The teacher held up her hand. Let's not waste time arguing. We have a lot to get down, Nomia. And Briss, as team captain, will you please explain the rules of the contest? Look, everyone's sad that the teacher, which is Mrs. Jacobs, is not letting them not letting them. That's good. But Belle's happy that she said that she could join. Pretty good. Here's a whole picture. See? Really great, huh? And I'm going to take a sip of water. I'm kind of thirsty. Bella felt her heart racing as the two older students rattled off the rules of the robot building contest. She saw some of the other kids taking notes, so she pulled out her notebook and did the same. Look at the picture of her taking notes. When they got to the end of the rules, Mrs. Jacobs asked, any questions? Several hands shot up. Are they going to provide us with a field setup kit? Can we use a smartphone as the controller? Is there a limit to how many team members can be in the pit? Bella's eyes widened. It seemed like everyone had been on the robotics team before. Everyone except her. Finally, the meeting ended. As Bella put her notebook away, she couldn't help noticing a couple of the kids whispering. Were they talking about her? Bella sighed. She trudged back to her classroom, feeling defeated. Maybe she should have just walked away the first time. Here's a picture. Bella sad. Bella very sad. Chapter 4. Second Chances. When school let out, Bella went home, changed her clothes, and then went to wait for her friends at the craft clubhouse in her backyard. As soon as Sam, Maddie, and Emily arrived, the four of them fell into their familiar habit of joking, laughing, and sharing new craft project ideas. Bella smiled. Like that. It felt so much better to be at this meeting. Where were you at lunch, Bella? Asked Maddie. We came up with the best idea and you totally missed it. Bella hissed. Did she even want to tell her friends about the embarrassing experience with the robotics team? She settled on a shortened version of the story. Wait, let me find out where I am. Of the story and just told her friends that she'd seen the flyer about the robotics team, so she'd gone to check it out. Like there's a picture of them talking. Yeah, that's good. Wrap. Here's a robotics team? Asked Emily. Are you gonna join? Probably not, said Bella breezily. Anyway, what's our idea? Well, we still want to make a car, said Sam, but we came up with the idea of using lighter materials and making a bunch of small model cars. That way we could power them up with them with balloons and race them. What do you think, Maddie asked Bella. Bella hesitated. Balloon-powered cars couldn't do nearly as many cool things as computer-powered cars, but racing sounded fun, and they had to start somewhere. Sounds great, she told her friends. Let's go look for materials. After a trip to Bella's kitchen, recycling bin, and spin through the craft supply containers in the clubhouse, the friends had assembled lots of good items for their project. Plastic bottles and wood scrapes for car frames, plus bottle tops, jar lids, and big buttons from Maddie's stash of sewing supplies for wheels. They also collected all sorts of decorations, paints, and fasteners. Look, there's a picture of all the stuff. While Bella was organizing everything into neat piles, Sam came over to her. Are you really not going to join the robotics team? He asked. That sounds like your dream team. Bella shrugged. All the kids were older than me, and they've probably all built tons of robots before, she said. But they haven't stared in a rock band or tie-dyed a shirt for the mayor, Sam said with a wink. I don't know how to wink. I think something like this. Bella laughed. Maybe Sam was right. Maybe she was psyching herself out. Maybe she'd give the robotics team another shot. Here's a picture. Sam's telling Bella she should be part of the team. Chapter 5. Hold that thought. And Bella did give it another shot. The following week she was back in Mrs. Jacobs' classroom. Glad you're back, said Mrs. Jacob with a smile. Bella smiled, but she wondered if Mrs. Jacobs would be the only one who was happy to see her. This time Bella had made a point of getting there early and finding a good seat. As the older kids arrived, though, she couldn't help but notice that none of them said hello or sat down near her. Okay, let's get started, said Mrs. Jacobs. So the contest challenge has been announced, and it is a green one. That means our robot will need to do two things to help the environment. Why don't we start by brainstorming ideas? Bella may have been obsessed with all the things, computers and electronics, but she definitely cared about the environment. She raised her hand. Mrs. Jacob asked the robotics team captain to run the brainstorming session. Nomiya called on people to share their ideas, and Briss wrote the ideas down on the board. Look at a picture of Bella raising her hand. And did a picture of there with Nomiya picking people. Let's see, said Nomiya, looking around the room. Kimia? A robot can monitor sunlight and move plants in response so they can get the item amount of sunlight. Great idea, said Nomiya. Bella waved her hand, but Nomiya called on a boy named Angelo instead. Maybe a robot could run on solar power, he suggested. Very cool, said Nomiya. Finally, Nomiya pointed at Bella. Get a picture of what a girl called. There's some ideas, and there's Nomiya pointing at Bella. See what she says. Me? Asked Bella, feeling a little self-conscious. My name is Bella. You guys have a lot of great ideas. I have one to add, which is that our robot could ring. At the sound of the bell, everyone jumped up and grabbed their things. Everyone except Bella, who just sat there in disbelief. Mrs. Jacob, Mrs. Jacobs came over and put a hand on her shoulder. I'll bet you had a good idea. Can you hang on to it for next time? Look, there's a picture of Rylan getting up and Bella just sitting there. You're supposed to be waiting until she finished what she's going to say, but instead they just got up and ran away. That's not nice. That's mean. I don't think the robotics team are being nice to Bella. Bella nodded, but she wasn't sure. The older kids probably wouldn't even like her idea. Plus, they had so many good ideas of their own that they didn't need a little kid's help. Almost as if she had read Bella's mind, Mrs. Jacobs added, "Through she be but little, she is fierce." Bill looked up confused. "It's from Shakespeare," explained Mrs. Jacobs. "It's my way of saying that you matter, so don't doubt yourself, okay?" She winked at Bella. "Okay," said Bella, but she didn't wink back. Look, Bella's sad when Mrs. Jacobs came over and helped her not be sad anymore. Chapter 6. Bella breaks down. After school, Bella and her mom went to a supermarket. Bella's mom did the grocery shopping, but she left the cooking up to Bella's dad, who was a chef. In the produce aisle, Mrs. Diaz suggested, "Why don't you get the fruits and I'll get the veggies?" "Okay," said Bella. She selected a pineapple, a bunch of bananas, and a bag of apples. Then she saw that mangoes were on sale. But as Bella took a mango from the display pile, thump, splat! Several mangoes rolled off and landed on the floor. One was overripe and burst when it hit the ground, splattering Bella and the other shoppers with sticky juice. Look at the picture. "I'm so sorry." Bella bent down to pick up the mangoes. As she did, she dropped everything else she was trying to balance. The pineapple, the bananas, and the bag of apples. The fruit went flying in different directions. Are you okay, sweetie? Asked the store employee coming over to help. Bella nodded. The employee was trying to be nice, but he made Bella feel like a helpless little kid. Just then, Bella's mom appeared, holding a bunch of kale. Bella, ¿qué pasó? What happened? She asked. Look at the picture of Bella picking up the mangoes, picking up everything. And here's a picture of her mom coming. Some kale. I was just getting some mangoes, but then everything fell. Bella said, Bella, Bella felt so frustrated. She couldn't do anything right, and now she was about to bawl like a baby in the middle of the produce aisle. Her mom helped her collect everything. There we go, she announced when all the fruit was in the shopping cart. Look at the picture. What's wrong, Bella? Asked her mom after they moved on to the bread aisle. You're so quiet today. Bella shrugged, but said nothing. They passed the shopping cart with a little boy in the seat. Bella's mother smiled at him, then turned to Bella. I don't remember you ever sitting still in the cart. You just wanted to push the cart. You used to pretend it was a race car, remember? Look at the picture of the baby. Bella smiled at the memory. There's how Bella looked like when she was little. She's pushing the cart. But then it made her think of building the race cars, which made her think of Sam's suggestions about the robotics team, which made her think about that team meeting again, and that memory didn't make her smile. It's just hard sometimes, she told her mom. I'm too big for little kid stuff, but I'm too little for anyone to take me seriously. And the next thing Bella knew, it all came stumbling out. The flyers, the robotics team meeting, everything. I should probably just quit, she told her mom. I mean, it's not like they're going to let me do anything. Didn't even want to hear my ideas, and they don't need a little kid messing things up. I mean, you saw what happened with the fruit. I'd probably drop the robot or break it. Bella's mom cut her off. Do you know how your father got this big break? She asked. No, said Bella. How? Well, he is in a culinary school, and every student was required to prepare the same dish for a famous chef. Look, that's the dad. Their father read the instructions again and again, but something didn't look right to him. The recipe called for a tablespoon of salt, and your dad was pretty sure that this would be overpowering. Powering. Finally, he trusted his intuition and made the adjustment to a teaspoon of salt and turned in his dish. Look at the picture of Bella's dad reading the instructions over and over again. What happened? Asked Bella. The famous chef went down the line of dishes like this. Bella's mom pretended to take a spoonful of soup, then made a pained face. Again and again, until he came to her father's dish. But Bella's laughing at her mom's pained face. Bella's mom took another pretend sip. This time she beamed happily. That famous chef offered your father his very first job, and you know what he told your father, or what he told your dad? Anyone can chop up ingredients, but a true artist uses his mind, not just his hands. That's true when it comes to programming too, said Bella. She thought for a moment. She'd give the robotics scene one more shot. Look, there are pictures. Chapter 7. The Dream Machine. That Saturday, the craft clubhouse came to life, loudly as all four sawed, sanded, painted, and decorated their race cars. For Emily, the master builder, was in charge of wheel alignment. She carefully inspected each car to ensure a smooth ride. When she finished, the friends lined up their cars to admire them. Sans was, of course, beautifully painted with bright swirls of color. Rainbow, he had named his Rainbow Racer. Maddie's car was purple and pa- paisley and had a sequined fabric racing skirt around the bottom. Hers was called the Fast and the Fabulous. Emily's car was called Soiled Gold, since it was definitely soiled, and Emily had spray painted nuts and bolts gold and applied them to her car. Bella called her car the Dream Machine. Okay, look, there are pictures. This is Sam's car. This one is Maddie's car. This one is what's her name? Emily's car. This one's Bella's car. What do you like more? I like this one. Nice swirl colors. Plain great. I like it. Where are all those dodos you've got on there? Asked Maddie. My dream machine doesn't have doodads, said Bella. Those are sensors that can measure the amount of air left in its tank. Plus, compressed air and also a hose to reflate it. Everyone was super impressed. I think it's race time, Emily said excitedly. Look, there's there's Bella talking about her car. The four friends carried their cars out to Bella's driveway using chalk. They marked the starting line, racetrack, and finish line. Maddie brought out a checkered started flag, and she had made two. Started flag she had made two. With balloons inflated, they positioned the four cars next to one another. Together they chanted, "On your marks, get set, go!" Everyone let go of their balloons and jumped back. Look, there's a picture of them racing. Three cars blasted, but the Dream Machine sputtered, then scooted, then stopped only an inch from the starting line. Look, there's a picture. Bella picked it up while her friends chased after their speeding cars. She felt a rush of the same embarrassment. If she couldn't make a simple balloon-powered car, how was she able to make it on the robotics team? Look, there's a picture of Bella, so sad. Pretty hot right now. Chapter 8. Less is more. I don't understand, said Bella, steadying her car. The sensors were still in position. The refill tank was full, so maybe the sensor malfunction. Tried again, said Emily, who had returned with the others to the starting line. Bella inflated the balloon again, set the car in position, and nothing. Bella raised an eyebrow. Maddie's usually rule, especially when it comes to organizing, was more is more. But Bella decided to give her car another try. No, wait, I skipped the page accidentally. Oh, Bella kicked the Dream Machine in frustration. One of the sensors fell off, making things worse. Maddie picked up Bella's car and the broken sensor and handed both to her friend. Try it now, she suggested. I just did, said Bella. No, I mean try it now that a piece is missing. A piece is missing," explained Maddie. "I didn't want to say anything before because your car looks so cool. But you know what they say? Sometimes less is more." Look, there's a picture of Bella kicking her dream machine. And you shouldn't kick anything. You try fixing them. See what's the problem. There's Maddie giving the car to Bella. Bella raised an eyebrow. Maddie's usually rule, especially when it comes to organizing, was more is more. But Bella decided to give her car another try. This time the car actually moved. Not very fast, but it was clear Maddie had a point. Without the additional weight, the car could actually roll. "To the clubhouse!" yelled Bella. "Don't you want to race again?" asked Sam. Bella shook her head. "You guys go ahead. I've got to hop online and do some research first." There's a dream machine going fast, and there's Bella doing some research. Half an hour later, Bella rejoined her friends in the driveway. "Whoa," said Maddie when she saw Bella's car. The car had none of those dodos from before. No bells, no whistles, no compressed air tank, nothing. "I know what you're thinking," said Bella. How can it be my car when it looks so low tech?" But here's what I learned from my research. Race car designers don't just make cars sleek to look cool, they do it to minimize drag and wind. That sound you heard was a motorcycle outside. They also select specific wheel sizes for performance and try to eliminate stenosis, aerodynamic impediments. English, please, says Sam. Bella flipped her car over and showed them the underside. "See, I removed the extra tank to make it much lighter than before, and I made the wheels bigger so my car would roll faster and be less likely to skid." "Well, let's test out your theory," said Maddie excitedly. Again, the friends inflated their balloons and lined up their cars. "On your marks, get set, go!" Look at the picture they're racing. Again. Now her car is very nice and plain. This time, all four cars shot forward, with one car taking a distant lead over the others. The new and improved dream machine, cheering, the four friends ran after them all the way to the finish line. "Maybe I do have something to contribute to that robotics team after all," Bella thought happily. Look at the picture of the dream machine going fast. Very saying. Dream machine there, the wheels, pretty plain, right? See? Pretty plain. Chapter 9. The Big Day Disaster. Week after week, Bella kept showing up for robotics meetings. The team's robot was looking really cool. Most of the time, Bella just did whatever the other kids instructed her to do. Essentially, she asked a question. She really did want to learn about more robotics. After all, when the day of the competition finally came, Bella's mom drove her in the town hall. Bella took a deep breath and walked in. Throughout the halls, there were lots of adults and older kids in team t-shirts yelling, cheering, and carrying half-assembled robots. Look at a picture of Bella walking. There's Bella. Right there. See? Right there, bro. Oh, sorry. When Bella finally found out the exhibit hall, she gasped at the sight. There were booths everywhere, each with a team of Wait, let me see. Each of a team, each with a team of kids. A presentation explaining their project and a robot on a display table. There are robots rolling, robots climbing, robots printing on data results, and so many other cool projects. Bella, over here! There's Bella and the teachers. See, cops. Look at the picture. Bella turned around. There was Mrs. Jacobs wearing a bright green Mansion Creek Robotics Team t-shirt. The next thing she knew, Bella was wearing one too. It was big on her, but Bella was thrilled. Now she felt like she was officially part of the team. Look, now she's wearing the shirt. There was just one problem. The team wasn't working very well as a team. Briss was upset, and Nomia was frantic, and all the other kids were crowded around a smartphone, offering suggestions to a girl named Jenna. She was trying to get the robot to work, but she wasn't succeeding. Jenna, shut it down and start over. Jenna, press 1, 2, 3 at once. This will override the system. Just turn it off, not your phone, the bot. You need to reboot it. Meanwhile, the robots seemed to be trying to respond to several commands at once. They had programmed it to move until it detected light on its solar panels. Then it was supposed to go retrieve a potted plant, bring it to the light source, and position it accordingly. Instead, it was rolling back and forth under the light source the team had set up. It kept knocking over potted plants. Dirt was spilling everywhere. There's a picture of the mask. What do you think has gone wrong? Let's see if Bella knows. This is a disaster, wailed Briss. We have to get it together, said Nomia. We are up for judging in 5 minutes. I don't know what to do, said Jenna. It's not listening to me. Just then Bella had a thought. Could I try something? She asked Jenna. Jenna looked up from the screen, startled, but she seemed to realize that she wasn't going to be able to get the robot to work. She handed the phone to Bella. Look, here's a picture of Bella got a thought while everyone's so upset. And there's Jenna handing the phone to Bella. Let's see what she has in mind. Thanks, said Bella. She pulled up the string of the commands. Right, let me read. Of the command and quickly began to edit it. When she was finished, she handed the phone back to Jenna. She swept the dirt off the display table and put the plant into the robot's arms. Try it now, she told Jenna. Jenna did as she was told, and so did the robot. Woohoo! All the team members began to cheer. Look, here's a picture. Jenna control. As the robot started moving toward the light source, they then rotated the plant into position. Just then, the judges arrived at their booth. Bella thought they looked impressed as they took notes. As soon as the judges said "Moon on," all eyes turned to Bella. How did you get it to work? Asked Nomia. Bella smiled and showed her teammates a string of commands. Look, everyone's impressed. I think now they're pretty impressed. You should have listened to her before. I realized that we had added several unnecessary steps in the equation. It occurred to me that we might be more successful if we cut them out and streamlined it. Sometimes less is more, she added. Nice work, said Nomia with a genius smile. Now, hopefully less would be more to the judges who were already totaling everyone's scores. There we go. Everyone's talking. Now she's impressed. Great. Chapter 10 Dreams Come True. Are we too late? Asked Sam, running up to Bella. Maddie, Emily, and Bella's parents followed seconds later. Nope, said Bella. Check it out. She borrowed the phone controller from Jenna and put the robot into action. Once again, it performed perfectly. That is so cool, said Emily. Bella smiled. Now this was a dream machine. A crowd was gathering around a judging stand. The judges had posted the results. Nomia ran over and and the rest of the team waited with bated breath. When Nomia ran back, Bella burst out. So, how did we do? Nomia smiled. Our team won the silver cup. We got second place. We got second place overall. Everyone's cheering. The Mason Creek Robots team jumped up and down and cheered. Then Nomiya turned to Bella. Bella, I'm sorry for the way I treated you when I first joined the team. When you first joined the team, so am I, added Briss. We should have given you more of a chance from the start. After all, if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't have finished in last place, not second. You would have finished in last place, not second. Thanks, guys. A lot. I wish we came in first, Bella admitted. Look, they're saying sorry to Bella. I guess they finally realized she's very talented. Nomia laughed. Well, we came in fifth last year, so this is a big win for us. And next year, maybe we will come in first. You're staying on the team, right? Bella raised her eyebrows. Well, yeah, I guess, she said, both surprised and flattered. I actually have an idea that might be fun to try out. Have you guys ever programmed a race car? Nomia and Briss's eyes got wide. A race car robot? That sounds awesome, so Nomia. Bella smiled. She was really happy she hadn't given up on the robotics team or on her dream machine. As it turned out, sometimes you just have to work a little harder for your dreams. Look at the picture. I was thinking, okay, now I'm gonna do how to make a balloon powered race car. So let's see. What you need: balloon, flexible straws, tape, water bottle caps, sponge, scissors, balloon, flexible straws, 3 flexible straws, tape, water bottle, 4 bottle caps, sponge, scissors, barbecue skewers, or chopsticks, 2 of them. Step 1. Make the jet by putting the long end of the flexible straw into the balloon. Use tape to secure the straw and the balloon and to make sure no air will escape. Step 3. Lay the water bottle down. With scissors, poke 2 holes in the bottle. The holes should be directly across from each other, other and on the part of the bottle that will be on the back of the car. Step 4. Slide a straw through the 2 holes. This is the axle. Adjust the axle so it goes straight across. Step 5. Repeat steps 3 and 4 at the top of the bottle, which will be at the front of the car. Step 6. Slide a barbecue skewer through each straw. Step 7. Cut your sponge into squares that will fit into the bottle caps. Then wedge a square of sponge into each bottle cap to make the wheels. Step 8. Use a spare skewer to poke holes into the center of each sponge. Step 9. Push the sponge slide of each wheel into the end of the skewer coming up from the straws. Step 10. Use scissors to poke 2 more holes, one toward the top of the bottle and one on the bottom of the bottle. Push the jet into place so that the straw's bottle and pokes out the hole toward the top and the open and pokes out the bottom. Step 12. Blow up the balloon by blowing through the straw and quickly put on your finger over the end of the straw to stop air from escaping. Step 13. Put the car on a smooth surface. Step 14. Let's go! Okay. Okay, I'm done reading the book. Dream Machine. I'm done reading it. Next year's book, I mean, not next year's book, but next book is going to be a surprise. So, I'll see you later, and I'll see you later. Bye!